So as we drove from the airport towards Galle Fort, I was surprised by the traffic around us. There was a lot of greenery, a lot of wide roads, a lot of imported cars. We were tired, but we still enjoyed the cool breeze, the cloudy sky, and the rain, and saw all those nice Japanese cars and imported cars that were flying through the road. We were tired and were enjoying first the surrounding around us and the greenery as we drove down through the Southern Expressway. It rained, there was sunshine, and there was all those nice thatched houses or um, and also the cloudy sky. We were tired, but still uh, watching the cloudy sky, taking pictures. That's how we spent most of the time. And very soon, within 2 hours, we neared Gal. As we knew we reached Gal as we saw the sea, and at the traffic signal found slow moving traffic. Everything was lazy, laid back. It was beautiful. I felt like I was in some country like Mauritius or a European city. There were two-wheelers flying, but everything had a laziness to it. Everything had seemed to calm down, had a different speed than I am used to in Bangalore. There were autos, there were buses flying, but it was nice. So we moved towards Galle. We planned to visit other places later. So as our target was Galle Fort, so we went to the city. It had slow-moving traffic. It was a very good contrast. There were autos, there were buses, and then there were imported cars. It felt like I am going through probably in city like in Kerala, but with a difference that there are so many nice little Japanese cars. The driver called it a town, but I would say it's kind of a small city, and it was beautiful. But as we entered Galle Fort with those school kids coming out on a weekend, somehow I felt like I was entering into a cocoon or a time capsule. Everything around it was historic, colonial, I would say. The big fountain in front of us, uh, the big yard, I would say, or and also the tennis court, the watchtower, the people going by, and still everything was like stuck in time. Everything was so beautiful. The contrasted with foreign cars. I felt I was in Europe, but with just probably people who were like Asian. I was fascinated by the cars and also saw a football match going in a nearby field. I know sea was nearby, but we slowly saw a few banks which were housed in this colonial building and reached our hotel. Our hotel was kind of a colonial building which was having thatched or I would say clay covered roof, and seemed like from my childhood houses that we saw in my villages, and yet it was beautiful. um, I said my goodbyes to the driver, and then we settled on the house. We refreshed. Everything about the hotel was so nice and beautiful. Then we went out for a walk. As I said, everything was in a time capsule. The roadside cafes were beautiful. The French windows, the rocky the paved footpath, the roads, even the old houses which had slanting roof and had arched doors, and also the plain coloring. It was all beautiful. In the evening, we had dinner, um, and it was in a nice little cafe. And we settled down on the fort, uh, on the fort wall overlooking the city. Then we went again for evening walk, and I was so amazed by all those vintage cars. We had ice cream and went around through the evening. Um, we were tired, but it was such a nice view. Everything was like a great touristic experience. Everything was so vintage. That's the right word, vintage. And after seeing so many nice little Japanese cars, we headed home to our hotel to call it a day. I hope you liked it, and keep watching more episodes of this trip. Thanks. Have a nice day. Bye.